Have you ever thought that the reason your knees ache every morning might not be your age, but something tiny hiding in your salad bowl? I used to believe sunflower seeds were the perfect snack, small, fragrant, rich in vitamin E. But after decades of working with older adults, I've learned that sometimes the things we believe are healthy are the very things our bodies are quietly begging us to stop. I still remember Margaret, 72, a cheerful woman who loved her evening walks. Lately, her ankles were swelling, her legs ached, and she felt tired all the time. When we reviewed her diet, she laughed and said, "Doctor, it's just a handful of sunflower seeds. They're good for you, right? A handful a day." Yet inside her body, omega-6 levels had skyrocketed, throwing her omega-3 balance completely off. Science calls it the silent inflammation storm, the hidden imbalance that stiffens joints, thickens blood, and exhausts the heart without warning. We made one simple change: no sunflower seeds, just a spoonful of soaked flaxseed each morning. 10 days later, she called me, voice bright with joy. "Doctor, I'm walking 40 minutes again, no pain this time." Have you ever felt tired all day? Your skin dry, your joints stiff, but couldn't explain why? I once met Linda, 69, a retired nurse. "I eat healthy," she said, "hummus, sesame crackers, sesame oil. But I keep feeling weaker." I smiled sadly. I'd heard that story too often. White sesame seeds, they seem harmless, are one of those health imposters. They contain phytates, compounds that bind up calcium, zinc, and magnesium, blocking your body from absorbing them. The more you eat, the weaker your bones become, the stiffer your joints feel. Worse, sesame can trigger delayed allergic reactions. Not dramatic, but sneaky congestion, itchy skin fatigue that never quite goes away. When I asked Linda to swap white sesame for ground black sesame mixed with honey, just 2 weeks later, her skin softened, her joints eased, and she smiled, saying, "I feel clear again, like my body finally woke up." I used to think a weakening heart was just a sign of aging. Then I realized sometimes it's the foods we trust most that quietly wear the heart down. Take a look in your pantry, the low-fat dressings, boxed cereals, even your favorite salad in a jar, most are made with cottonseed oil. It's cheap, easy to mass produce, but in medicine we call it an industrial oil, not a heart food. Inside that oil lurks gossypol, a natural toxin plants use to repel insects. In humans, it disrupts heart rhythm, weakens muscles, and drains energy. I treated Joan, 70, otherwise healthy, who switched to a low-fat diet. Within months, she was exhausted, her heart fluttered, and her legs cramped nightly. Once we cut out every product containing cottonseed oil within 2 weeks, she told me, "I feel recharged, like someone turned the lights back on inside me." After 60, your body doesn't need cheap oils, it needs real fats. Extra virgin olive oil, butter, ripe avocado. Your heart deserves purity, not chemicals wearing a healthy disguise. Chia seeds, they're everywhere praised as the miracle superfood. But for people over 60, one tiny mistake can turn that miracle into misery. I treated Roberto, 74, a cheerful man who mixed a spoonful of dry chia seeds into his cereal every morning. He thought it would cleanse his gut. A week later, He was in agony, bloated, constipated, unable to pass stool for 5 days. X-rays showed his intestines blocked by a mass of chia that had swollen like wet cement. You see, chia absorbs up to 12 times its weight in water. In younger bodies, the intestines push it through easily. But after 60, with slower digestion and less hydration, even one dry spoonful can cause dangerous blockages. If you love chia, don't abandon it, just soak it for at least 30 minutes until soft and slippery. Start with half a teaspoon a day and listen to your body. Health isn't about chasing every superfood. It's about understanding the quiet conversation your body is always trying to have with you and learning to listen. I've met so many older adults who tell me, "Doctor, my memory just isn't what it used to be." I pick up the phone and forget who I was about to call. Every time I hear that, I smile and share the story of a tiny black seed that has helped many of my patients regain their clarity. Black sesame, a humble kitchen ingredient in Asia, contains lignans, powerful antioxidants that protect brain cells and blood vessels from the slow wear and tear of aging. In a 2021 study, adults aged 65 to 78 who ate just 2 tablespoons of black sesame daily for 60 days improved memory by 22% and lowered systolic blood pressure by 13% without any medication. I remember Siam, a 70-year-old retired math teacher, who told me, "Doctor, I can't even remember the names of my old students anymore." I taught her to grind black sesame, mix it with raw honey and warm water, and drink it each morning. 1 month later, she called delighted. "You won't believe this. I remembered an entire poem I used to teach 20 years ago." The miracle didn't come from medicine. It came from balance. When ground and blended with honey and warm water, black sesame improves circulation and gently fuels the brain with clean energy. If there's one tiny seed that can help you sleep deeper, ease muscle cramps, and wake with light legs, it's the pumpkin seed. I'll never forget Adil, 73, a lifelong construction worker. He came to me weary, saying, "Doctor, every night my legs cramp so bad I can't sleep." His diet was fine, but missing the small things. Tests showed he was low in magnesium and zinc, 2 minerals essential for muscle relaxation and quality sleep. I told him to eat 30 grams of pumpkin seeds daily, lightly roasted, unsalted, and chewed slowly, almost like meditation. 2 weeks later, he called, "Doctor, I slept through the night, not one cramp." Science agrees. A 2023 study found that 48% of seniors who ate pumpkin seeds daily reduced leg cramps, and 71% slept better. The secret lies in the perfect balance of zinc and magnesium, which calm the nerves and naturally boost melatonin, your sleep hormone. Pumpkin seeds aren't just food. They're a reminder that the body doesn't always need more medicine, just better nourishment. One small handful a day can bring back a peaceful night's rest you thought you'd lost forever. Some patients come to me with trembling hands, aching knees, fading memory, and they think it's old age. But often it's the body crying out for balance. The human body is like an orchestra. If omega-3 is the gentle violin that keeps inflammation in check, omega-6 is the drum that drives energy. But when the drums drown out the strings, the music turns to noise, and that's when pain fatigue and fog set in. Wolf's hemp seeds are the quiet conductor that restore harmony, with a perfect omega-3 to omega-6 ratio of 1:3, and a rare anti-inflammatory compound called GLA gamma-linolenic acid. Hemp seeds soothe inflammation, ease joint pain, and revive mental clarity. A 2022 study found that eating 30 grams daily for 8 weeks reduced inflammation markers by 36%, increased good HDL cholesterol by 19%, and even improved grip strength in seniors. I think of Sarah, 76, who once needed a cane for arthritis. 3 weeks after adding 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds to her morning smoothie, she smiled. "Doctor, I gardened today, no cane needed. Soft, nutty, and ready-to-eat hemp seeds need no soaking or grinding. Sprinkle them on yogurt, oatmeal, or blend them in a smoothie, and feel your joints and cells remember how to move in rhythm again." Among all the seeds I've studied, there's one that surprises me every time I see my patient's blood test results: the pecan. People know almonds and walnuts, but pecans, with their mild sweetness, are one of nature's strongest shields for the aging brain and heart. Inside that hard shell lies a treasure of vitamin E, manganese, and polyphenols, antioxidants that sweep away free radicals, improve blood flow, and keep memory sharp. Walter, 71, had stubbornly high cholesterol despite taking medication. I asked him to add just a small handful of raw or lightly roasted pecans daily. No salt, no sugar. 8 weeks later, both of us smiled at his lab results. LDL cholesterol dropped 25%, and his HDL, the good kind, climbed higher. "Doctor," he said, "I didn't change much. Just a few pecans, and I feel stronger." A 2020 study confirmed the same one handful a day can make a measurable difference in 2 months. Still, I caution those with weak digestion or fatty liver to enjoy pecans every other day. Their natural oils are rich and can be heavy if overdone. Simple, delicious, and heart protective. A few pecans a day may help keep your mind clear and your heart young. Long after the candles on your cake, grow many. Of all the seeds I recommend to my patients each morning, there's one I call the silent hero of the heart and brain: flaxseed. Tiny and unassuming flax seeds hide a powerhouse of omega-3 ALA and natural lignans, 2 compounds that reduce inflammation balance hormones and protect blood vessels. I once treated Youssef, 68, a retired taxi driver with blood pressure at 150/95 and high cholesterol. "Doctor," he said, "I don't want more pills. Is there a natural way?" I handed him a small bag of ground flaxseed. "1 spoon each morning," I said. "On yogurt, oatmeal, just be consistent." 6 months later, his blood pressure dropped by 15. His cholesterol by nearly 20%. And he told me softly, "My body feels lighter and peaceful." That wasn't magic. It was science. A 2022 study showed seniors who ate flaxseed muffins daily for 6 months lowered systolic pressure by the same amount, all without medication. Flaxseed should be ground before eating, kept cold, and never cooked on high heat. Just 1 to 2 teaspoons each morning, can relax your heart, sharpen your mind, and keep your digestion calm. Because sometimes the most powerful medicine isn't in a bottle, it's in a tiny seed you almost overlooked.